Welcome to your new life. And honestly, try not to breathe too deeply through your nose. Here is your official Joseon Dynasty starter pack. You get a weathered wooden A-frame, known as a jiggy, which will become the most important piece of equipment you ever own. You get 2 large wooden buckets that have seen better days, currently sloshing with a questionable, murky liquid that defies description. And finally, you get a nose plug made of scrap cloth that, quite frankly, absolutely does not work. Welcome to the 18th century, specifically the bustling streets of Hanyang. You aren't a scholar in flowing silk robes, spending your nights writing melancholy poetry under the silver glow of the moonlight. You aren't a brave warrior practicing archery or a royal advisor whispering into the ear of the king. You are a Ddong-jigae-kkun. In plain English, you are a professional, independent contractor specializing in human waste management, a poop collector. Congratulations on your new career path. It's literally the most grounded job in the entire kingdom. Most people today fantasize about time travel to meet legendary queens or witness the construction of grand palaces. But let's be brutally honest about the logistics of urban living. Grand cities do not run on royal decrees alone. They run on plumbing. In 18th century Hanyang, there are no underground ceramic pipes, no flush toilets, and no municipal treatment plants. You are the plumbing. The capital is booming with people, and the population density is skyrocketing as commerce thrives. And as every biology student knows, more people means more biological production. Your job is the furthest thing from glamorous, but it is the definition of recession-proof. As long as people eat, you stay in business. While the rest of the world worries about shifting political tides or the price of imported silk, your market is remarkably stable. Your day begins long before the first hint of orange touches the horizon. While the aristocrats are still dreaming of their next promotion, you are navigating the narrow, pitch-dark alleys of the city. The silence of the pre-dawn hours is broken only by the rhythmic creak of your wooden frame. You arrive at the back gates of the wealthy noble houses, the ones with the high walls and the ornate roofs. You don't enter through the front gate where the dignitaries stand. You use the service entrance near the latrine. You enter the small, cramped outhouse, and you begin the scoop. This isn't a quick or clean process. The smell doesn't just drift toward you. It hits you like a physical, heavyweight punch to the gut. It is a thick, humid stench that seems to have a weight and a texture all its own. It burns your eyes until they water, and it seeps into the very pores of your skin. By the time you finish your first round, the scent has bonded with your DNA. Your friends won't hug you, and your family makes you eat your meals in the courtyard. Even the stray dogs, who usually have very low standards, bark at you and keep their distance. Society looks at you as if you are the very filth you carry on your back, a walking shadow of the things they want to forget. But hold on a second. Before you throw down your scoop and quit in a fit of pride, look closer. You're about to realize something the snobs in the high-walled gardens haven't figured out yet. You aren't just carrying waste, you're literally carrying liquid gold. In an agrarian society where every inch of soil must be productive, fertilizer is the most precious commodity available. The surrounding countryside is filled with farmers who are desperate for the nutrients sitting in your buckets. They aren't just looking for any dirt, they are fighting over your specific inventory. The high-quality organic matter coming from the wealthy districts is the premium stuff. Think about it. The rich eat meat, white rice, and expensive vegetables. Their waste is nutrient-dense, the wagyu of fertilizers. You thought you were a lowly janitor at the bottom of the social ladder? Think again. You are a high-stakes commodities trader dealing in the essential fuels of the nation's food supply. And there is another secret perk to this incredibly dirty job: information. In the Joseon Dynasty, knowledge is power, and you see things that nobody else is supposed to see. You are the one who looks into the pits where the secrets are discarded. Does the Minister of War have persistent blood in his stool? You know he's sick, and you know he won't last the winter, meaning a massive power vacuum is coming. Does the household of a wealthy merchant discard the telltale wrappers of illegal, expensive poisons? You can bet someone is getting murdered or falling ill by the end of the week. You see the torn-up letters, the discarded evidence of illicit affairs, and the signs of hidden illnesses. You aren't just cleaning out toilets. You are the Joseon equivalent of the NSA, a one-man intelligence agency on 2 legs. You know who is actually wealthy and who is faking it based on what they consume and what they leave behind. Eventually, your quiet success and your growing bank account start to attract the wrong kind of attention. A corrupt minor official, let's call him Mr. B, decides he wants to muscle in on your territory. He realizes how much the farmers are paying you, and he wants to monopolize the entire fertilizer trade in the northern district. Mr. B thinks you are just a mindless peasant he can crush under his boot without a second thought. He starts by sending thugs to intimidate you. They wait for you in the shadows and overturn your buckets, ruining a whole day's work and leaving you drenched in your own inventory. He threatens your livelihood, demanding a massive protection tax that would leave you with nothing. He laughs at you in the street, mocking the way you smell and the work you do. But Mr. B made a fatal, arrogant miscalculation. He forgot the most basic rule of your profession. You clean his house too. While he was busy plotting your downfall, you were busy observing the reality of his life. You know about his secret, crushing gambling debts that would ruin his reputation if the Ministry of Justice found out. You found the soaked, torn-up IOUs from the underground gambling dens floating in his morning deposit. You know about the mistress he's been hiding in the outskirts of the city, funded by embezzled tax money. You have the kind of leverage that no sword or shield could ever provide. You don't need to fight him in the town square. You just need to wait for the right moment. So, what do you do with this power? You don't fight with steel or physical violence. You fight with the very dirt you specialize in. You start by whispering the right rumors to the right people during your morning rounds. You leverage your vast network of fellow collectors, the invisible army that moves through every alleyway of the capital. You ensure that certain documents accidentally find their way into the hands of the royal inspectors. Suddenly, Mr. B finds himself under investigation, his secrets exposed by the very things he tried to flush away and forget. He is ruined, stripped of his title, and forced to flee the city in disgrace. He underestimated the man who handles the waste, and he paid the ultimate price for his arrogance. With your rival out of the way, you don't just go back to the status quo. You expand your business into a legitimate empire. You create a guild, a powerful union of collectors that sets the prices for the entire capital. You control the flow of fertilizer to the provinces, and more importantly, you control the flow of information. You started your career with a heavy wooden frame and a bucket of filth. Now you sit on a mountain of silver, hidden behind the facade of a humble laborer. You are the most powerful man in Hanyang that the king has never heard of. You have turned social stigma into a strategic advantage, proving that wealth isn't about how you look, but what you know. History is usually written in ink by scholars who want to look noble and pure, but the true reality of a civilization is written in its waste. And you are the only one who has the stomach to read it. When you walk past the royal palace gardens today, take a look at the flowers. The peonies and lotuses bloom more beautifully than they ever have before. They are vibrant, healthy, and strong, and they bloom because of you. You are the hidden hand that feeds the nation, the silent architect of the city's health. Now, go take a long, hot bath. Seriously, the smell is getting really intense. You might be a genius mogul, but you still smell like a catastrophic sewer failure. Scrub twice, maybe 3 times. Your mountain of silver can buy the most expensive soaps in the land, so use them. Tomorrow is a new day, and there is a fresh batch of secrets waiting for you in the Noble District. The city is calling and your buckets are empty. Get back to work.